Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today, we are going to do a love reading. This is going to be what's in their heart for you. So, we're going to find out what it is that they have intention wise for you and find out more about what that means for you, whether that's something that's moving forward or not. And I've got a little bit different things to pick from today. However, let's get into it real quick here. Thank you for any and all who support the channel, who've come and subscribed, who have commented, liked, shared, who has just allowed me an opportunity to connect with your energy. I'm truly honored to be here with you in this moment, and it means so much to me. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is a reminder that we are all human, and you are welcome as your true, authentic self here in this space to come as you are in this here, now, here moment. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, make sure you do check out the description box down below where you will find all the links necessary. You will be able to send me an email for a personal reading where I will get you out further information as well as scheduling options. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, where it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I really hope to see you there. Also, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Doing so allows me to connect with your energy to get you out more resonant readings. So today, as you've noticed, we are getting closer to Halloween, but I got these adorable little duckies. And I just had 3 on the desk for some reason. And so, yeah, we're going to choose from these, but we'll get a little bit into that. And today, I just love these. I'm going to use the Talisman Oracle. I was so shocked at how these played out on the last reading. If you have not caught that, that is the one that was last posted. It was just such an incredible reading. So we're going to use those today. And let's get into your prayer. Okay. My beloved source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this video. I ask that you open their hearts to themselves. We all want love in our lives. We're all looking for love. We all want that partner that's going to be there through thick and thin, our truest ride or die. And knowing that wanting this is perfectly okay. But also coming to an understanding that we have to be this for ourselves. We have to be the true best friend, the lover, the support system for ourselves. So that way then when someone does come into our lives, because we are doing that for ourselves, it is valid for us to ask another to do that. And if we're struggling in these areas to provide this for ourselves, I ask that you show us opportunities so that we can cleanse our timeline, so that we can cleanse those trauma bonds, so that we can let go of those situations and circumstances that we've been in before that may be blocking us from allowing ourselves to love fully. I ask that you wrap us up in your unconditional love so that we may understand what that is, even if it's just a small portion of what you're able to give to us. If we can understand that in just a tiny bit, then we'll understand how to love ourselves deeper. So this is my prayer for those that come onto this video. I ask that it be so. As these words are spoken, so shall it be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and get this setup out of the way here. Okay. And our affirmation today is I am beautiful both inside and out. And if you're a man on here and you don't want to be called beautiful, that's okay. Just change this to I am handsome or I am lovely, amazing, special. It should be all of those things anyways, right? So that's our affirmation for today. So let's give this a shuffle real quick. And then we'll go ahead and get them divvied out. All right. So source, for pile number 1, what oracle card will help us better understand what is in this person's heart for pile number 1? Whoa. Okay, too many, but they want that one. I love that these cards look, they're not, but they look almost rainbow. I hope you can see that. So for pile number 2 source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is in this person's heart for pile number 2? Thank you. All right. And for pile number 3 source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is in this person's heart for pile number 3? Okay, they want this one. On the bottom of the deck, we do have confidence with the honeybee. I don't know if you noticed, I also have a honeybee ring on today. And honeybees are all connected with equal give and take, prosperity, this idea of being able to reciprocate and receive all together, right? Without one, the other ceases to exist. Okay, let me get these set up real quick here. I love that these duckies are on wheels. It just cracks me up. I was playing with them the other day. Yes, I was playing with them like a little kid. I was crashing them into each other, and I was having so much fun. I can't even make that up. Sometimes we got to act like little kids, you know, like, shoot, that's what I would have done when I was little. I would have totally got them all out. I had like 20 of them, and I was playing bumper cars with them. So, all right, for pile number 1, we have this little ducky with the spider webs on it. You can see it. For pile number 2, we have this little witch ducky. Now I have the rubber ducky song stuck in my head. I love how cute this one's eyes are. And this one's my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie, but pile 3, we have this cute little pumpkin one. He's like bursting out of this pumpkin. It's so freaking cute. Ah! And if you're wondering, they do float. All right, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you choose, that should be the pile for you, and I will see you over on your perspective pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this adorable little spiderweb ducky or this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be your reading. So let's put your ducky right there. He should be all right. And we'll check out your card towards the end of the reading. First and foremost, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, make sure you check out the description box down below, where you will find all the links necessary to send me an email for a personal reading, where I can send you out further information as well as scheduling options. Or you can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, where it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So that being said, we'll go ahead and get into the dice. I'm going to use the dice today to find out a little bit more about this person, right? What can Source tell us about the person? And then when we get to the tarot cards, we will find out more about what is in their heart for you, okay? So Source, for pile number 1, can you tell us about this person? What messages can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 1, Source? Can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 1? Can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 1? Okay, so we have Scorpio, 2nd house, and Neptune. They're extremely secretive. They don't like to share anything with anybody. Like, that's first and foremost. Let me get this set up here for you. However, they are extremely stable. They're somebody that likes stability in life. They're not somebody that likes to take unnecessary risks or chances. They are somebody who really appreciates, you know, somebody that works hard for what they have and also enjoys it too, right? They like that. This somebody is very, very attractive. I will tell you that. They have very high self-esteem. They may be kind of possessive. You know, with both the 2nd house next to Scorpio energy, it is it's very possessive, right? It seems like, oh my gosh, that would be a terrible thing. But I'm not getting a really bad kind of possession from this, like, oh my gosh, you can't do anything because you're mine. It's like this person might get a little bit jealous if somebody's talking to you and they have to deal with it on their own. That kind of possessive, right? Not somebody who's going to make a scene, or somebody that's going to treat you bad because of it. That's not what this is. It just feels like somebody who gets kind of like, they feel like you two belong together. Okay? They feel very comfortable around you. They do take self-care seriously. Their priorities are set in a row. They do have very strict daily routines that they like to follow because that's what's brought them success in their life. This is somebody who, like I said, they don't want to take unnecessary risks, right? They just don't, but they also don't want to share their secrets with anybody. Like, they don't like people to know what's going on in their life, especially those that are outside of their circle. They're very driven. They're very passionate. They're very wise. This is someone who exudes a lot of power. They're very transformative. This is someone who never stays in the same place. Like, they might have the same house that they've always grown up in, but this is someone who is always looking to become a better version of themselves. They like to change because they found that change is the only thing that's consistent, and so they stay true to that. They may have some destructive patterns that they're trying to deal with right now, right? And that may be, if this is like a no contact situation, that may be why you have not heard from this person, because they are really trying to heal, especially with the Neptune energy here. It's like they're really trying to deal with those subconscious situations that they have. Sometimes they can be, again, that jealousy is coming through here. It's not super crazy jealousy, but they do have some hidden emotions here. I feel like they have not told you how they feel about you. This is someone who has not said anything to you yet. Okay, and if they have, they haven't said what is really in their heart. They're very intuitive. They dream about you. They're very mystical. They're very imaginative. They do have psychic abilities. They are very receptive to inspiration and very positive energy. Part of their subconscious journey is dealing with the guilt and addictions that maybe they've dealt with. They do feel like you talk to them in music. They do feel like they talk to you through music. So you may be connected through music, okay? They may be into photography. They're very spiritual. Sometimes they are a little bit idealistic. And they also have very nice feet. That's kind of a weird thing to come through here. Okay, but we're just going to go with it. We're just not even going to question it. So that might be for you that have a foot fetish out there. You want to know about feet. And that's cool. No judgment here. I'm telling you, everybody has their own likes and dislikes, and there's no right or wrong for it, right? Oh, and also, real quick, I do have a new deck that I got. It's called the Lover's Tarot, okay? The Love Oracle cards. I'm not sure who this is by. There's no author on the deck. These just popped up for me, and I got them. And I'm not sure how I like them yet, but we'll be bringing these out today. I just want to put that out there. So let's get some tarot on it for you. So Source, what is in this person's heart for pile number 1? What is in this person's heart for pile number 1, Source? I feel like they're really doing some soul seeking right now. Like, you may believe that whatever it was that, like, if you had deep feelings for this person and you told them, maybe things fell apart and you guys were no longer connected or something like that. And there's like this feeling of you're thinking that things are over with this person. Like, it's not going to manifest. But this person is really, really diving deep and trying to figure out what they can do to come forward. They really do want you in their life. They really do want to have you around, but they're really struggling right now to understand the deeper parts of themselves. They don't want to come with a whole bunch of baggage, right? Like maybe if they got out of a relationship or something like that, like they don't want to bring that into your connection. So Source, what's in this person's heart for pile number 1? They do really love you, but right now they know they have to make a choice, because if they wait too long, they are going to lose you. What's in this person's heart for pile number 1? Whoa, thank you. One at a time. It was almost a cataclysmic craziness with the cards here. Okay. Sorry. What's in this person's heart for pile number 1, Source? Thank you. All right. What's in this person's heart for pile number 1, Source? Whoa, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we do have the 9 of coins. And this is like interesting, right? Yeah, okay. I get the energy coming through here. Well, because I was saying, like, it's like stability, right? The 9 of coins is all about stability and confidence, and again, that second house energy that we have here. And it's almost like this person, instead of chasing after love, they chased after stability because they want to provide a stable home for you. It's like they don't want to come in being all wishy-washy, or maybe they've seen you go through situations where you've always had to provide for another person. So it does feel like maybe you've known this person for some time, okay? Or there's the other chance where you two have been in each other's lives, but it's like, I keep hearing a whisper of each other's lives. Like, you don't really know anything about them. They don't know anything about you, but they know that they care about you, right? And they've seen you go through situations where you've had to support others, and they don't want that, right? This person does not want that. They want to come in and say, you know what? Even if you go Dutch on everything, like, this person wants to ensure that you have a stable, healthy environment to come to. They don't want it to be filled with illusions and chaos and all that. So it could be that this person is a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, okay? We also have Virgo energy coming out here, but Scorpio energy for sure is coming through here. Let's see what's in the cards, though. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was getting. Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand. I understand now. That's what was going on. This person's intentions are to come back as a stable individual. Okay. And this may look a little chaotic here. It's all right. They decided that instead of building a connection with you, they were going to build finances, okay? Because that to them felt like the most important thing. And through that, they learned some very valuable lessons, all right? They learned some very valuable lessons about where they were putting their energy, and realizing that even though they didn't want to be a struggle in your life, they didn't realize that you could have built things together, okay? And that's what was going on. But their intentions are good. And really, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do ultimately. You have a choice, okay? You could say, this person had their chance, and I just don't feel like I need to give them another chance because they've already had too many chances, right? Or you could just be like, you know what? I get it. They had to work on them. I had to work on me. Wherever it is that you're coming from, because it is going to be different for everyone, right? But the thing is here is that they were learning some very important lessons of emotional boundaries, okay? Not just boundaries. This was like emotional boundaries. And realizing that their emotions were keeping them from following what they knew in their heart to be true. And they ended up having to start over quite a few times. And it was through these restarts that each time from that experience, they learned a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it was maddening, right? It was maddening. And through it all, each time that they had to start over, this version of themselves that was stuck in the superficiality of life, right, was realizing that what they were chasing after wasn't real. No matter how real it felt, right? No matter how much, like I was saying, they want to be that stability in your life, and they were chasing that. They were chasing after it. But realizing that the whole while they were chasing this, that you were getting further and further away. And that scared them. But at the same time, it was like they couldn't do anything to change the direction of where things were going. And, you know, we can always be upset at a person for what they choose to do in life. Or we can sit back and say, you know what? That's just extra added stress on my belt to try and be stressed out or angry about the way a person is choosing to live. They obviously had to go through their own situation where they lost. They lost, and this was closing out a cycle for them. 999 is a very powerful number when it comes to this connection, and 9 is all about bringing cycles to a close. It's not yet the completion, which is number 10, right? That's when we have the excess, the abundance of the situation, where we get to start again from 1. 9 is literally like right before you get to sow the fruit of your effort, okay? Before you get to pick the fruit from the tree. And that's what they're doing right now. It's like they've gone through this journey and getting further and further away from you, but at the same time finding themselves. And I feel like for a time they may have blamed you because the connection was so strong. It was really intense. It was a really intense connection, and I do feel like they may have blamed you. And because of that made them feel even more guilty. And we had the guilt come through here with the Neptune. And so they stopped sharing their feelings with people. We have that hidden emotions that were being revealed here. This is someone who not thrives in, but very much is used to living in a very hidden state from everything. They don't show their true self to anybody. Sorry, I needed a drink. And that is difficult for them. Instead, they live in a very dualistic nature. It's like, oh, this is black and white, right? You either make money or you don't, and I'd rather make money. You either get the women and the fame or you don't. You spend time alone, and I'd rather be alone. You see what I'm saying? Or men and money, or whatever it is, right? Right? It doesn't matter. Whatever side it was like they wanted to be alone so that they could choose this. It's not like they were out doing things. There's no energy indicating here that they had multiple partners on the side. I really feel like this person chose hermit status above all else. Like they just really stopped connecting with people on a deeper level because they were so stuck on trying to earn money and earn and be something. I feel like this person felt like they weren't good enough for you. They wanted to be there for you, but they felt like they weren't good enough for you. Okay, we're going to get some clarifiers from the Final Rose Tarot. This is such a ridiculously awesome tarot deck, especially for love. I just love reading this for love. How many times can we say love in a sentence? Source, maybe please have some clarifiers for pile number 1 here. Thank you. Okay, so you get 2 for this last card. They want it like that. On the bottom of the deck, they have the cocktail party, which is 17 is the star. They were seeking fortune and fame. They wanted to be seen by others, right? That stability. They wanted to be seen by others. It's almost like if I become famous, then pile 1 is going to actually want me. Like pile 1 doesn't know what they want right now. They think they want me, but in truth, they're just going to leave me like everybody else did, or they're going to abandon me like everybody else did. The only time that they're really going to want me is when I have status or clout or fame or fortune or whatever it is. So there may have been something between you two where they got the impression, it's not that you did this, it's just they got the impression that you like to live the high life, or they assume that you were somebody that's high maintenance, right? And so they do, yeah, exactly. We have the 9 of coins again, the influencer. Yeah, they wanted to be somebody famous before they came into your life. They wanted to be seen. So maybe you were working on becoming an influencer yourself and you were beginning to be recognized, or you are right now, you're beginning to be recognized for your gifts and your talents. You don't have to be an influencer. It could just be at your job, whatever it is, but you're being seen in the high life. And that gave them the impression that why would pile 1 want to be with a low life like me? I just work at, I don't know, the burger shack down the street. Even though I'm a manager, they could be an owner, whatever it is. They just don't see their life as glamorous, even though they're very stable. This is someone who's extremely stable. Sometimes I feel like some people, they really think like, oh, I can't date a movie star unless I'm a movie star. That is so untrue, you know? And I don't feel like you're like that, pile 1, at all. I feel like they're just assuming, and we all know what assuming does here. Yeah, look. We have the 2 of Cups coming out over the Popes, the number 2 card. So many synchronicities already, right? You had the 9 of Coins coming out again here. Like, this person loves you. They love you. They want to celebrate with you, but they see you with many people at your table. And they just want it to be the 2 of you. But they feel like if they had this at their table too, that you would consider giving them your time. And this person's really going through it right now, trying to find some emotional stability. So we have the 6 of Coins here, quality time. Exactly. Like the equal give and take. If you saw the shuffle in the beginning, we had confidence coming out on the bottom over here with the cards from the Talisman Oracle, right? Confidence. We talked about the B here. B is all about equal give and take, that reciprocity, right? Without one, the other doesn't exist. And that's how they feel. They feel like they don't exist without you in their life. Like, even though maybe you guys haven't been in each other's lives for a while, they feel the pull of that. And they want to be able to give back to you, right? They want to be able to provide a healthy alliance, right? Again, that's exactly what we have here. They want to be the flower to your bee, okay? To provide you with the nectar, the pollen, whatever it is that you need to go on. And they want that. But it's difficult for them right now. They're building up their own internal confidence, right? And their heart is, it's like, to me, this feels like trusting divine timing, right? And letting the clock continue, because there's no way that we have control over it. Look, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out with 10 and Destiny. Yeah, this is something that's very destined. It's something that is in the mix, and they feel like it's just a chance that they met you. It was all by chance, but it wasn't. It was something that was destined to happen. It was something that was a reversal of fortune for both of you. Like, you came in and you went towards your journey the way that you were meant to, and they went towards their journey the way that they were meant to. But it's just difficult because they don't see it that way. They see it like, oh, it was just such a chance meeting. And that's okay that they see it that way. But it's just like, almost like fearful to them to imagine their life without you ever coming back in their life, because they love you that much. And so their intentions are to come back as somebody who is a somebody. And it's not that they won't, it's just that what a heavy burden to carry, right? Like, we have the 2 of Coins here, the final 2, another synchronicity, right? Weighing the balance of their heart. This is like weighing the pros and the cons. Do I come out of the woodwork as I am in this moment? Or do I wait until I have everything and potentially lose pile number 1? Duality is a big thing for this person. They get very much stuck in the idea of the dualism in this realm, right? Illusion versus truth. And when you think of duality, you have spiritual and material. You have the mundane, the nuances, right? You have all these ideas that are coming together, and it's like they're stuck in the physical, right? With the Popes coming into the reverse, they're very much stuck in the physical, even though they are tapped in. But when their intuition comes with inspiration, it's almost like they can't, oh, I can't listen to that. Like, I can't, what if it's wrong? What if it's this? What if it's that? And they're just scared. They're just scared to move forward right now. So we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And we have number 7. And 7 to me is all about luck if you change what it is that you're doing. So it does feel like they're trying to make a change, especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. Right? They're trying to change. They're trying to let fortune come to them. And we have patience on the bottom. Love is patient and kind always with number 17. So that's number 8. So you have 7 and 8. They are making progress. So not being impatient on your part is very important here for you to be patient while this unfolds the way that it's meant to, right? Which is often easier said than done. Okay, so let me get the cards that I want. Maybe. Oh my gosh, with my nails sometimes it's hard to pick them up. Okay, I think I'm getting set here. Let's get a couple of oracle cards out here. Thank you. One more. That's the one. Alright, let's get one of these. For pile 1 source. Whoa, I just want one. Not a whole grip. But way too many. Okay, thank you. Look at trust in divine detours. Isn't I saying to trust in divine timing? And we have trust in divine detours coming out on the bottom over here. Very profound energy already. Okay, that was quick. Thank you. Look, Peregrine Falcon with observation. This is opening the eye of Horus here. What I was saying, they are intuitive. They are. This is someone who struggles with trusting their intuition. Okay, this is someone who very much is like, I want to be intuitive. I want to have those good things happen in my life, but I'm also struggling trusting that process. Okay, so these flipped over. We have Azure. It says, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience again and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So I do feel like this is a message for you to not try to force this connection to go anywhere. Right now, just sit back and let things happen. Because they're going to figure out what they want to do. And then we have Indriel. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. So right now, your purpose is your focus, okay? That's your focus right now. And this is just going to unfold the way that it's meant to. And it might be frustrating because it's been taking a while for you to manifest love, which I totally understand. But the more that you try to force things to happen, the more it pushes this person away, because you're putting yourself in their energy and they need to know what it is to potentially live life without you. That's what makes this person stress out, because up until now, I feel like you probably have felt this pull and this nervousness come through. And suddenly you might reach out to them. You might be like, oh, hey, is everything okay? Like, I want you to know that I'm thinking about you. You might have been kind. For those of you that know this person or are in no contact, this person might have ghosted you. And that's always a frustrating situation too, because there's no closure, right? And what's happening now, it's like with your silence, this person doesn't know, like they don't know what to expect. And they're just hoping and praying that you'll come back like you always do, because then they can continue on the way that they've always continued on. But right now, what's going on is that without your energy in their energy field, they're starting to freak out. Look, you're being impatient when it comes to love. First, you must heal from the past and be fully able to let it go while having forgiveness from the heart. Like, I cannot make this up. Patience is a virtue. That is such a powerful message coming through here. Let's see what these are. So it says, would you catch me if I fall for you? This thing is new and I don't know what to do. They're falling in love with you. They do love you, right? We saw that here. They do love you, but that's part of them falling for you, is not having access to your energy right now. They need to know what it is to be in your absence. We have the spider web coming out here on the ducky, which is all about you crafting or creating your life right now. It says, I do not feel like I can keep up with your hustle, so instead of being honest, I self-sabotaged, which hurt you as well. Wow. I couldn't even be any more clear about that, right? Look, what was I saying? They want status because you may have status. You may be an influencer, or you may be somebody who has a very high job title. They think that the only way that they can come into your life is if they have fortune and fame, and that's the only way that you're going to sit down with them. I cannot make that up, okay? Like, I can't. So we have house 6 coming through, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. We had that with the second house too. There's something about their daily routine that's very important right now, right? There's also something about you establishing a very stable routine in your life, because this person, it's a very overwhelming energy, not in a bad way. Okay, this is not like, oh my gosh, like you don't want this person in your life. No, it's literally like so overwhelming that you could get easily swept up by this person and forget about everything that you're doing. And that's what I feel like pushes this person away, is you letting go of your stuff and getting involved with them. But you have things to focus on. We see that here with the 9 of coins and the star card coming out. 9 of coins twice. Like, they're trying to build that up for themselves within you, but you're already there. We have house 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Did I say, like, you guys know each other, but you might not know each other, right? Like, what I mean by that is, like, you know each other through somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody type energy. Or you may be friends. You may have come from a group situation, but it's like that's the energy that's coming through here. We do have kindness with fruit bat and flying fox coming through here. Number 12. This reminds me of the hangman card. They're learning to be kind and compassionate to themselves, and that's why patience is needed here. They've already beat themselves up enough for letting you walk out of their life. Okay, they don't need additional energy to say that they're a terrible person. They really are trying to come to a point where they're like, okay, hold on, let me observe what has truly happened along this journey. And in doing so, can I come back as a whole, complete person, which they already are, but they are struggling to see themselves as such. And then we have turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace, number 61. So you being thankful helps to equal out this energy as well. Them being thankful helps draw them closer to you. This is not easy. This feels like a very, very strong connection, okay? But I feel like, again, with this person being so stuck in the 3D, to see things from a spiritual point of view, which it feels like you're somebody who's very spiritual, so to see things from your point of view has been very difficult for them. And that is something that they don't know how. It's almost like, oh my gosh, like when I go back to pile 1, I'm going to have to admit that at one point I really believed that they were full of it, right? And that's not to hurt you, but they realized that it did hurt you, right? Because they thought you were playing. They thought that you weren't serious about the journey. They thought that, oh, it's just going to be like maybe every other time. Maybe you've struggled to stay consistent in any aspect of life, but then something changed, whether that was your job, your career, your belief systems, your journey changed somewhere. And it was like all of a sudden something clicked for you and you took off. And you never stopped. You didn't even look back. You left them behind. They couldn't even keep up with you anymore. Like before they were able to keep up with you, or maybe they were a little bit ahead of you. And so they found a little bit of pride and ego and vanity in that, right? And then all of a sudden you took off and left them in the dust, and they were just there coughing on the dust like, whoa, where's pile one? Where's pile one? What do I do? Yeah. Facade and beliefs. That's the thing. They're having to face themselves. The man in the mirror. Right? They're having to face the person that's looking back at them right now. I'm the only one that messed this up because I feel like pile one, you were honest with them. I feel like you told them that you cared about them, you loved them, that you had feelings for them, that you wanted to see a connection with them, whatever it was. I do feel like you were very honest and open about that. But I feel like this person just didn't know how to give you at that time what it was that you were asking for. And now they're having to face themselves. That you are a wish that's walking away. You're everything that they've wanted, and they didn't realize it at the time. It's like sometimes you don't know you've got a good thing going until it leaves, right? And that's the truth, and that's exactly what happened here. Realizing that the ocean came and washed you away. Your emotions took you away. There's a little boat over here in the picture. You went away. You know? How do I keep hearing that? Safeway? Safeway? Like, that's what I keep hearing. So, that's cute. Anyways, yeah, you went. There was no coming back. Because you had to do what was best for you. You had to go to a distance, retreat, or a timeout. I can't make this stuff up. That's incredible. Look, on the sand again, right? They're seeing illusions of you. They're seeing, what is that? A mirage. Like they keep seeing you everywhere. They'll see you at the store and they'll run over and they'll call your name and they touch somebody on the shoulder and they'll turn around and it's not you. But they can't get you out of their mind. And like they see you walking across the street and they holler and they realize it's not you. They hear your name. They like remember things that they didn't remember before, like all these things. It's like coming to them so that they can remember what it was. But see, look at how she's like walking away and he's standing over here like, aren't you going to come back to me? And you chose yourself this time because you didn't want to be tempted by their possible deception that they were giving. And that's just it. They didn't want to show their whole self, right? They don't like sharing their emotions. They like to stay secret. And that secrecy has kept them in a position of getting what they want all the time. But it didn't work with you, right? That didn't work with you. Maybe for a time, but after a while, it didn't work with you. And then they got to see the truth of what was going on with this connection. And now they want to receive you. They want to open their hearts to you, but it's scary. This is asking themselves to do something that they already were struggling with, right? Because this is their intention. They want a family, they want a home, they want a commitment. And they realize, I feel like they realize that they have to come to terms with how they treated you. Hi, the train. We have on the bottom, didn't I say they dream about you? We have messages and dreams. I cannot make this stuff up, guys. Like, I can't. This is so amazing. All right, I'm going to get one of these cards. Now, I want to point out really quickly, these cards are very honest. They can be seen and construed as dark, okay? And that's not what I'm trying to bring out here. But I just want to warn those who trigger easily, okay? These are very triggering cards. I was very shocked when I got them. I didn't know what to expect. And so I feel like they need to be used. I was messaged by Source to use these today, but I just want to give a heads up before I get into this that if you get triggered easily, these cards are meant to trigger, but it's not meant to hurt you, okay? It's meant to help you find solace within yourself, okay? So Source, what's one message that you can bring out for pile number one from this deck? What one message would you like to tell pile one from this deck? Whoa, okay, I said one. Okay, so they want this one. Okay. I'll take the one that flipped over. And then we do have this. Reaching. You're trying to connect, but love eludes you. Stepping out of your comfort zone will help. I cannot make this stuff up. Okay? Look at this. Lost. You feel like you have been abandoned, but there's a deeper connection coming. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like you have tried to reach out to this person time and time again. And that's where you're comfortable. It's like almost like you get to that point where things suddenly start to feel uncomfortable. And so you feel the tension in this connection and you reach out, right? And then it feels like, oh my gosh, they don't want to come back to you. And that's exactly what happens because that's what this person's used to. But right now, it's dealing with the abandonment that you have going on inside. Okay? And Source is telling you you're not lost. There's nothing wrong here. You have a deeper connection coming. It's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Right? So let's put that there. So I was saying these cards are kind of dark. I like them. I'm still like gauging them, but I'm actually really glad that Source had me bring them out on here because I now see the point of it. I feel like these cannot be used just by themselves because I did try that, and by themselves I was kind of like, whoa, this is, whoa, right? Did help me see a lot about myself though. Okay, so we're going to check out your talisman card. I'm going to show you the insignia that you can absolutely screenshot and draw it and carry it with you just as a reminder that you're coming closer to your deeper connection. And we'll see what your card is here. Concealment. Whoa! What? Look, this happened last week too. I can't with these cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, see? What was I saying? This person does not like to reveal themselves. They just don't. They like to stay concealed. They have their secrets. That is so synchronistic to what we've been talking about. All right, let me find this here we go. All right, so here's the insignia. Let's see if you can see it there. So pause it, screenshot it, and you can copy that and carry it with you. All right. I'm going to hold this over here so you can see the image. Maybe there's more messages for you in the image. It says, you've taught yourself how to be strong, how to be a go-getter, and how to protect yourself. You've conquered obstacles because you know where you stand. Hiding behind a mask can feel safe. When you conceal your true identity and don't let people fully know you, they can't hurt you. The glamorously painted faces look very appealing and provide a sense of shelter. However, if you keep avoiding connecting on a deeper level, it can leave you feeling vulnerable and alone. Commit to making choices that are better for your unique essence and purpose. Use this card when you want to unmask a certain aspect of your life, if you need to reveal your true feelings, or when you need to dig beneath the surface of a situation that has left you unsure of yourself. Imagine carrying the mask for a little while and then envision yourself removing it. At first, this may be frightening. It might make you feel exposed and vulnerable, but you will learn to stay stronger and forthright with practice. Try writing down on a piece of paper something positive that people don't know about you. It says, I am true to myself. This is so profound. This is everything that I was talking about in the reading. I had no idea what this was. This is so intense. That's why I was saying this energy, though. It's like, it's almost consuming. That's how much I was feeling it for it to come through like that, right? This person doesn't want to share their true feelings, them true selves with others. They don't like to do that. That's scary. And so they've stayed alone. And we have that here with the facade, facing themselves, taking the mask off and seeing the mask for what it really is. Seeing that this is how I've shown myself to others for so long. And I can't do that with pile one. And so their true intentions are to come forward, but right now they're dealing with the illusion of having to be a certain way in order to profess their love. And that's why patience is very important for you here. Okay, pile one? If you feel like this is your pile, leave the two little masks, right? The drama masks down below in the comments and say, I live without wearing a mask, to let Source know that you're calling in that positive, high vibrational energy. Leave me a thumbs up. But I am going to go ahead and leave it there for now and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this intense message. And until next time, Pile 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you chose pile number 2 or this little witchy duck, then this is going to be your reading. Or if you were drawn to this card during the drawing, we'll see what it is that this person has in their heart for you. First and foremost, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary down below, where you can connect with me via email to get a personal reading where I will get you out further information as well as scheduling options. You can also connect with me on my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So that being said, we'll get into your reading. First and foremost, I am going to use the dice to find out a little bit more about this person that has intentions in their heart for you, and then we will go into what those intentions are with the tarot reading itself, okay? So Source, for pile number 2, can you tell us about this person that has intentions for pile number 2, Source? What can you tell us about this person that has intentions for pile number 2? What messages can you bring to us about this person that has intentions for pile number 2? Okay, so we have Cancer, 12th house, and we have Venus energy. Whoa, I just knocked over my thing here. Okay, that was my Palo Santo burner I just knocked over. So it's like ashes to the wind. That's what I'm hearing right now. It's like ashes to the wind. I don't know what that means. Okay, like that's just what I keep hearing right now. This person is kind of flighty, right? They're very attractive. This person's used to being very attractive and getting their way through their looks or their charm or their wit or their comedy, their humor, however it is. This person's very much used to getting their way through those things. And because of that, they've used their intuition a lot to get some sort of something off of people, right? Whatever that is. They're very caring, and they seem like they're very caring. But at the same time, you know, when we think about Venus, Venus is ruled by Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is the goddess of love. But she's the goddess of love where it's like she doesn't want to be in love with anybody. She loves everybody, but she loves herself so much that she's not willing to sacrifice the love that she has for herself for another person. Okay, so this is someone who's kind of like that. Okay, so I can already tell it's going to be one of those readings, all right? It's just an interesting. This person has a lot of fear. They spend a lot of time in solitude. They deal with a lot of unruly, unconscious thoughts. They have a lot of secrets. They are dealing with a lot of karma. This is somebody who feels imprisoned by their emotions, okay? This is somebody who uses those emotions to gain guilt or pressure over others in order to get what they want as well. So if this person's not very good looking, this person uses emotions as a way to manipulate people, okay? So whoever this person may be, this is just kind of feels like a warning, all right? This does feel like a warning, and if you're interested in somebody who's really coming towards you, I always suggest listening to one of the other piles, okay? This is someone who can be very passive-aggressive. They're very moody. I do feel like this person does the silent treatment just as punishment. Like this person can come across as very feminine though, and very nurturing when they want to. When they want to be seen as a nurturer, they're very nurturing. Okay, this could be a woman, right? But it doesn't have to be. This could very well be a very feminine man. Somebody who is used to using their feminine side in order to manipulate. So this is the toxic femme coming through here is what this is. This is also connected to the mother wound. So it's like if this is a man that you're interested in, this is just an example. Okay, what I'm about to say is just an example. So if this is a man that you're interested in, this is someone who has mommy issues and uses those mommy issues as a way to punish other women for what their mother did to them. Okay, and if it's a woman, it's the same thing. It's mommy issues, but they're using those mommy issues to punish anybody that might get close to them, right? So it's kind of two sides of the same coin. But what's going on here, it's like this is the wounded mother coming through. Okay, this is someone who didn't have a mom who cared for them the way that they needed to be cared for. This is a mom who wasn't able to be there emotionally for their child. It was like maybe a mom that was very manipulative they dealt with. Okay, and that's exactly how this person is. And on top of that, they also have this very odd version of themselves in their head where nobody can touch them. They're very untouchable. They're very much in this place of like, I'm the most authentic person you'll ever meet. Have you ever seen somebody who's very toxic positive? Like they're so positive that they don't give anybody a rest, right? It's like, oh, you're so negative, but really they're the ones that are being negative. Have you ever seen people like that? Like they think that they're so good at what they do, or they think that they know everything above you, or they think that they can get away with everything, or they think that, you know, like that. Like maybe you're studying affirmations and they're already like, oh, I already did affirmations, like you'll never get to my level on affirmations. That's the type of positive negativity this person is. It's like very toxic, right? It's like they come across as positive for a little while, but when you spend a lot of time with them, after a while you're just like, whoa, hold on, this person is actually not that positive at all. This person is actually extremely negative, right? And that's what's coming through here. So this person does not show, they're just not very kind by nature. Like they just don't know how to be kind, right? Because they've never had kindness shown to them. They just really haven't, right? And so they use a lot of their charms. They might use their money. They might use pleasure, sexual pleasure. They might use relationships. They might use their social status to gain access to what it is that they want. But they really believe that they have a higher level attraction, and they're very comfortable with themselves and their skin, even though underneath is just chaos. Underneath in their mind and in their heart and in their soul, it's just a lot of chaos going on, okay? This is someone who's very out of balance, but they're so used to using the toxic feminine energy to get what they want, okay? This is a very interesting energy already. Like, oh Lord, here we go. Hey, I gotta go with the way it goes. Like, I can't just be like, oh, sorry, this is a negative reading, let me turn it positive for you. Like, it's not even about being negative. It's just about revealing the truth, really, is what it is. Oh, okay, so, Source, what can you tell us about this person? What are their true intentions for pile number 2? Can you tell us what this person's true intentions are for pile number 2? Yeah, they want to be approved by people. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they believe they're so amazing and sexy and all this stuff, and they just want to be approved by people. It's like, if I get approval by people, then I can validate my existence, right? They don't know how to validate their own existence. They don't know how to heal that either. And so when they see people on a positive journey, or when they see people who are doing better than they are, it's almost like they leech onto them so that they can gain either recognition from the people who are already recognizing the positive individual, or they can drain that person so that they have, it's like getting your next energetic victim. This is someone who's a bit of an energy vampire, okay? So, Source, what can you tell us about this person? Yeah, they're very judgmental of people. So when they see people doing things that they themselves do, like, they really go out of their way to make that person feel terrible. What are this person's intentions for pile number 2? And they're not ready to face that. Like, they're not ready to cope with the fact that they're the ones that are causing a lot of the issues within their life, okay? This is somebody who's very low vibrational. Yeah, it did want to come out. It was interesting. This card showed up so many times while I was shuffling, and now it just fell out of the deck. So it wants to be out. I'm going to leave it out. Yeah, they do not want to cope with that at all. They're used to hiding behind the scenes, right? This is somebody who hides behind the way that they act, and they play the victim. Okay, so what is this person's intentions for pile number 2, source? Yeah, I feel like you're a very positive person. I just feel like you're being pointed or pinned as their next victim. That's what it feels like. But we'll see. We'll see what else comes out, okay? We'll get some deeper energy in here. So I feel like for you, pile 2, this is definitely a warning from source. Okay, this is saying to be cautious. No matter how good looking somebody is, or no matter how much someone charms you, to always pay attention to how you feel after leaving this person's energy. Do you feel sick? Do you feel wore out? Do you feel, you know, like maybe you're going into old habits again? Do you stress eat? Do you binge watch things because you can't deal with the emotions of something? You know, like paying attention to your actions once leaving this person's energy is so imperative to you using your discernment to decipher whether or not this is somebody who's meant to be in your life. Yeah, they want, oh, this person. This is someone who wants to come in through, look at this emotion. Look at all this. And they want to play this game. Oh, they want to, okay, this is a game. This is a game to them. Okay. You have the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords, okay? So this is someone who wants to mentally capture you, okay, by making it seem like they want to build an alliance. This might be somebody who's a love interest with the 6 of Cups, but again, that doesn't have to be true. This could just be someone who wants to build something that you're very passionate about. They want to come in and help you build that. And really, they're just there for their own selfish reasons. And they're trying to make it look like they're there to help you. But in reality, they're coming from a very disconnected place. Okay, they're coming from a state where they don't, again, this idea of not wanting to focus on themselves. They're focusing all their energy on you, and they're trying to break you down from the spiritual journey that you're on, the positivity journey that you're on, how far you've come. Like, this is somebody who wants to bring you down. Okay, like they really want to leech onto you. And they don't want to be seen as somebody who rocks the boat. They're just going to do it in a very emotional way. This is somebody who you could meet through networking. This is somebody who you could also meet through family ties. This is somebody that you could have met through, like when you were a child, okay? Or you have a connection through children, okay? We do have this idea. We have Cancer and Scorpio energy coming out very strongly here. You have Cancer and Pisces energy up here. And so this is somebody who could very well be a water sign, but they are also pointing towards that very feminine energy and trying to gain access through your emotional well-being. This is someone who knows how to play the emotional game. Okay, why are these cards coming in the upright? Because that's how this person plays. They're unsuspecting. Yep. Ooh, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse and the 8 of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, exactly. This person is extremely good at what they do, okay? This is something that's a little bit scary. This is why, and the reason why is because they're not wanting to face themselves. This is somebody who does not want to see what they do. So by pointing the finger at other people, or by putting the energy on other people, right, they take away from others. And that's that greed and that incessant need that they want to be seen by others coming through here. And so they're trying to cause a lot of disruption by being like, oh, well, society made me this way, or our society expects us to be this way, or whatever it is. Like, there's a lot of excuses here. With the 8 of Coins in the reverse, this just feels like a lot of excuses coming through. This feels like a lot of, like, I I'm going to blame you, but I'm not going to look at me. I'm going to blame what you're doing, so that way then what I'm doing goes undetected, right? And so this is somebody who cries wolf. And while the whole neighborhood and the whole town is coming together to see where the wolf is, they are sneaking off and they're stealing things that are of value to you, right? And it doesn't have to be like riches or anything like that. It's something that has sentimental value, right? That's what we're talking about, sentiments. So it's just they come in when they're crying wolf and everybody's over there making a big deal about how this person cried wolf. They're coming in to steal sentimental value from you. This is your energy, your love, your well wishes, trying to play the victim, and you coming into being a rescuer. You could have a hero complex that you're trying to heal. Okay, this is very specific message coming through here. And this person has found that out. This is somebody who leeches onto that. Okay, this is somebody who very, very much leeches onto that. All right, let me get the other deck, and we'll get some clarifiers out on it. I'm going to use the Last Rose deck here to get some clarifiers. All right. Yeah, this is someone who's extremely toxic. Okay? This is someone who has a very slanted perspective on the way that life is. And again, that idea, like, they don't want to heal themselves. They would rather stay disconnected. They would rather stay in a state of, you know, oh, it's everybody but me. And so for them, their intentions is just to get as much energy from you as they can. And I feel like it's because you're a very positive person. Like, I feel like for all these cups to come out, this tells me that you've worked very hard on your emotional well-being. And it's not to, I don't feel like you're going to be duped by this person. That's not what I feel at all. We're just, this is again, this bringing in and what are this person, what's in their heart? What's in their heart for you? Okay, that doesn't necessarily make it a love interest, okay? This could just literally be a friendship trying to come in and someone trying to really, you know. Okay, so we had 3 cards. Whoa, okay, the deck is being all weird. We had 3 cards come through here. Look, we have the Page of Coins, the Optimist. Like, so you have a page on a page, right? It's like trying to offer you something in exchange for you to let your guard down. And they're hoping that you're going to. And I feel like you've gone through enough to where you don't just let your guard down with anybody. Pile 2. And I feel like that's the thing here. It's like this person doesn't really know that, but because they see your light, they see how high you're vibrating. They're hoping that they'll get away with it. Yeah, we have the proposal. This person, this is the 10 of Cups. This person's going to come in appearing a way that they're not. Okay? They want to look all shiny. They're saying, oh, I'm a real diamond, but this is really cubic zirconium. They're going to tell you, oh, I spent like $30,000 on this, when really they bought it at the store for $3.99. Like, that's what they are. They're trying to appear as something that they're not. Okay? And the thing here is that it's like they're trying to appear very shiny, very glittery. Like, I'm a piece of gold. You want me in your life because I'm good for you. And in reality, they're muck, they're mud, they're gross. It's hard to get this out. It's like oil on your shirts. Like, once it stains, it's like nearly impossible to get out. Not impossible, but nearly impossible, right? And that's what it is. And that's exactly the type of energy that they have. It's very, just like greasy. 2 of Mirrors, 2 on 1. Look at this, kangaroos fighting, like of all things. So you might want to look up kangaroos and the spiritual meaning of kangaroos. That might have meaning for you, but this is it. Okay, you have the 2 of Swords coming in here. This is something that you have outgrown. Okay, you're on a path to a positive outcome, and this person sees that, and they're coming in swinging. They're coming in to try and trip you up off your path, right? I don't switch up off my path, put my kicks up on their desk, unaffected by their threats, hanging busy by that math. That's how my daddy raised me. If you are my homeboy, you'll never have to pay me. This is not a homeboy. This is not a homegirl. Okay, that's not what they are. This is somebody that's sent on the journey. This is somebody who's trying to get you to go back to an old way of being, right? Again, if you have a hero complex that I was talking about, they're trying to get you to go back to that. But I feel like you've healed, right? This energy here, all of these, this gives me this energy that you've healed these emotional discords within you. Okay, and now you're working on a higher version of yourself. Whatever that is, you've really gone through a lot within yourself emotionally. And this person knows that. And so they're just trying to really get you to go back to the way that you were, or they're trying to get you to do their bidding for them, to see them as something that they're not, right? This is a very interesting energy. This person's really good at shining up their shoes. But at the end of the day, they're 20-year-old Adidas. Like, they're good at shining up their shoes to make them look like there's something that's brand new. What is this? There's something weird crawling on my window, and I don't know what it is. It's got wings and stuff. Looks like it could be a bee, but it don't look like a bee. It's very long, and I don't know. It looked like a praying mantis, too. Yeah. 9 of Roses. So we have the 9 of Wands here. Meeting parents. See what I'm saying? Like, look at this house. It's a drawn house. It's an illusion. It's an illusion, and that's what they're trying to bring to you, is like, oh, I'm going to give you a happy home, or I'm going to make a happy investment in your life. We have the King of Swords here with the intellect. But look, the glasses are broke, right? They're broken 2 spots here. It's like that's what they're trying to make it so you can't see clearly. They're trying to make it so you cannot see who they are, but I feel like you're going to. I feel like that's the thing. You may play dumb for a little while just to see this person's red flags come. It's like your intuition is telling you and you're just like waiting to see. I feel like you're one of those people that just kind of sits back and lets them see. You know, like it's like, okay, are they going to do what I think they're going to do? Are they going to like show me that they're actually a real person? Like, what's going on here? And you're going to see it. But they want you to start over. They don't want you to keep going where you're at. Like, this person literally wants to put you in a position where you start over. Right? The wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. Yeah. They're definitely in this for the wrong reasons. What's behind here? The 8 of Mirrors. We have in your head. That's what they want you to feel. They want you to feel stuck. They want to feel like, they want you to feel like they're the ones that are controlling you. The 2 of Roses. We have the Date card. Yeah, they're gonna offer you. This is somebody who's gonna offer you something to try and get you to switch up off your path, okay? But all right, already the show goes on all night till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would say the sun go? Remember when the I don't know how the words go, but the show goes on. Who is that? Lupe Fiasco? Check out that song. There might be messages in that song for you. Let's get some oracles out on it. This is a very interesting energy. Thank you, Source. What do we have here? Look at this. The union of the hearts. A love connection that defies explanation. This is what you have coming. Like, let's be real. This here is not somebody like that. Okay? You're healing. You've healed yourself. You've done the work. And so what's coming for you is beyond all explanation, beyond all reason. Okay? And this person realizes that. And so they're trying to get you to go back to this old energy. It says, appreciate the moment. Every situation has its opportunity to grow and to find love. And this is just a reminder. We have number 33 coming out here. Master number 3 is all about creation and gestation period and connecting with your angels. And then this is number 28 with 10 about a completion, right? So you're having this completion, but remembering that you're still on this journey, right? There is no destination here. This is giving you an opportunity to draw closer to love within yourself, even if that means loving this person from a distance outside of your life, right? We're not here to say, oh my gosh, love means that I have to make sure that even the toxic people stay in my life. No, that is not the case at all. We had Aries flip over here. It says independence, bravery, and passion. They're saying to keep on with your path of passion. You've been following your heart, okay? This is that energy to start. And just remember that it is a long journey, right? And it feels like it's very long and exhausting, but at the end of the day, you're already shining so bright that you're drawing in these people who don't want you to shine that bright. And so really sometimes here it's just saying, you know what? I forgive you and move on, right? And forgiveness is key in life, right? Forgiveness is not an invitation back into our lives. It's saying that I'm setting myself free from the burden of this connection and any others that were like this. Like I said, I feel like you have a hero complex, and I feel like that's something that you may be healing within yourself, right? We have trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. What was I saying with number 33 coming out here? You're connecting with your angels, right? And so, yeah, your angels are coming in. You have a trine here, right? This is a perfect 120. An equilateral triangle coming in here. Everything is equal sides. You're having support from heaven. You're in a state of perfect flow right now. You may not even realize how much of a perfect flow you're in. You may just be feeling good about yourself and what you're doing, and you might not realize just how bright you're shining because you've just been working on you, doing your own thing and taking care of what you're doing and not paying attention to everyone else. And now you have people who are coming in who are trying to stop you from doing what it is that you're doing. They want to fight you, right? This is 2-on-1. They're trying to, if I can get you to come down just a little bit, it means I could get other people to come in on this. But they don't see how much help you have, right? Yeah, we have house 1, individuality, self-image, and your approach to life. Yeah, you have a very strong identity. That's good. That's a very good place to come from. Right? And I'll always say, like, we always want to deal with our emotional ego, but we never want to fully get rid of our ego, right? Our ego is who we are. No matter at the end of the day, our ego is our personality, right? We always want to have our personality. That's part of what separates us. Even though we're all connected, we still are living separate lives. And so remembering that it's okay to heal, but don't become so disconnected from yourself that you lose who you are, because part of being here is experiencing life with our perspective. And that's a part of what draws people to us, right? Yeah, this person has a lot of fears. I said that at the beginning. We have fear, hyena coming through. They're living in a place where nothing exists. They're living in a place that's barren, that's dry, and look at this beautiful place that you're living in, and they don't know how to get there because their head's pointed the wrong way. They don't realize that they're capable of living the same kind of life that you are, but they have to get their heads out of this energy. Right? They can't continue to live the way that they've been living. It's just not going to work for them. Life is a mystery with Bobcat Spirit, number 8. This is something that's been karmically in your life for a long time. And so that's why it's like, maybe you're like, why do I keep dealing with these energies? And Bobcat Spirit's here saying life is a mystery. But if you were to go back and observe yourself from just say like a year ago, are you the same person? Do you handle situations the same way you did a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? That's why it's so mysterious, is because you're learning how to live life from a place of truth within you. That's where the mystery is. It's like the unknown, right? Okay. These. Okay. And these. All right. Some of my homemade cards. Okay, that one wants to come out. Thank you, source. This one too. Yep, those two. Okay. Look at it. They're a catalyst for your awakening. So this is another reason that you're awakening, is because this person's coming into your life. And that's what a spiritual awakening is learning the lesson, right? A spiritual awakening literally says that we see things from a different place now. That we're not so caught up in the hurt, the pain, the why me, the poor me, or any of that anymore. We're now seeing things as they are and realizing, whoa, hold on. I don't want that in my life. You know, I think I told this story on, at least my podcast I told this story on. I won't go into too much detail here, but a couple of months ago, you know, if you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I myself have dealt with a lot of narcissistic abuse in my life. And I came across this guy who could not leave me alone. Like he wanted my number, he demanded my number and everything. And I was like, okay, cool, fine. You know, like we have to experience life. So I'm going to experience life. And I gave him my number. And it turned into a huge fiasco. We went out to get to know each other. And he wanted me to give him a tarot reading. And so I did. And it was so weird because he only like let me read tarot cards for 2 minutes before he's like, oh, okay, that's perfect. Great. Bye. Put them away. And I was like, whoa, this is weird. But then he's like wanted me to go to dinner with him so that I could give him a tarot reading. And he's like, hey, you better hurry up because dinner's coming. Like the way he was treating me was just so overwhelming. And I stayed the time I said I was going to stay. I got home early. I wasn't out late. Right. I only spent like 2 hours with him. But in that 2 hours, went through a roller coaster of emotions. And at the end of it, the next day, I couldn't get out of bed. I was so exhausted. I was like, whoa, holy moly. And I'd spent so much time with myself that I know that that's because that's the energy that's not for me. And so right away, I didn't spend too much time on it. I was like, you know what? I just know that this isn't going to work. And instead of questioning myself, I chose my answer. And I reached out to him and I said, look, here's the deal. I'm not ready for this. Like, whatever it is that we're trying to do here, like, I'm not ready. I don't think this is going to work out for me, and I wish you the best of luck. And all of a sudden it went from, what did I do wrong, to, okay, so then you suggest I should see other girls, or, well, I put other girls on hold because of you. Like, the messages that I was getting, I was like, whoa. This is intense. And I just said, look, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And I ended up blocking him and leaving the town anyway. So it didn't even matter at the end of the day. But that's what they're saying here. It's like, this is somebody who's going to come in and you're going to feel like, whoa, there's a connection here. But you're going to realize really quickly that your connection actually has to do with a trauma bond. Right? And I've realized that really quickly. I realized that was a trauma bond connection, but that's what this feels like, that type of energy. This is someone who be seen as something that they're not. So we did have Bridget come out. It says, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. Oh my gosh. Wasn't I just saying, like, this is a warning from source? What? This is so trippy. I love it. I love it. This is amazing. And then we had Shanti on the bottom. It says, I am the angel of peace. I bring new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So staying cautious will help you come into a smoother road. Okay, like, oh my Lord. I love that. Thank you so much, Source. Thank you. Let's see what these are. Look, we have number 40 with sacrifice and bull. So here it's just really saying, don't be so stubborn. Right? Taurus energy, when they're in their shadow, they can be very stubborn. They're very resistant to change. Okay. And this is something that is, look at all this lightning around you. It's like something that has caused a lot of mayhem in your life and you want it to go away. But in this, it's saying you have to sacrifice the need to say, oh, this is the person for me. Like they must be because of the way they approach you or because of the way they appear in your life, and saying that, you know what, it's more important for me to pay attention. Is this person bringing chaos into my life? Or is this somebody who is meant to be in my life? Right? Look, and then we have number 4 with owl and wisdom. You're being brought a lot of wisdom and spiritual downloads because of this situation. Again, this is a spiritual ascension, an awakening that's coming because of this. But you're going to be grounded in who you are. Like you're going to realize a lot of things about yourself. And that's going to help you out, right? This is also a message from someone beyond. So if someone recently passed, or you feel like somebody has passed away in your family or friends that's one of your angels and walking with you, this is also saying that's a message from them, okay? We have look, I cannot make this stuff up. We have number 3 coming through with Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. It is so important to set boundaries in this situation. This person doesn't know how to respect boundaries. They just don't, because they're so used to determining how everything goes, right? That's what they want. So these two came out. It says, no one accepted and loved me the way you did. It made me think you were playing games, so I played games with you. Now I know how real you are. That's exactly what's going on. Didn't I just say at the very beginning when I was looking at these cards, it's like this person's going to play. This person wants to play because that's what they're used to doing, right? And they're going to realize that they can't play someone who's learned the game, right? You've learned the rules of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what it is. You learn the rules of the game, and because you decided to play on the defense, right? And you have a very strong offense, you're in a position where you can defend both sides. And they've never met somebody like that. It says our story doesn't feel like once upon a time. It feels like since the beginning of time. Okay, here we go. That's what I was saying. It feels like this person, there's going to be a connection here. Okay, it feels like immediately there's a connection here. It feels like there was a connection here. Whatever the story is, you may even feel like this is your person. But this is Source saying like, no, this is something that you need to be careful of. This is something that could bring a lot of hurt and a lot of pain into your life if you're not careful. Okay, this is something that you're trying to get rid of, and we're trying to help you get rid of it. But it's just going through the motions. It's going through protecting yourself. It's going through understanding, is this really what you want? It's your choice. We don't get, what is it? People don't stop coming into our life just because we choose to say, I don't want to deal with narcissists anymore. We say that, and it seems like all of a sudden a whole bunch of narcissists come back into our life, but that's not the case. It's just because they were already destined to be on our life to help us awaken to the fact that we were dealing with so many in the first place, right? And so what ends up happening is that now we're building our discernment. It's like practice, like third eye flipping over. It's building our practice for understanding how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about our energy being tapped into like that. Okay, and like a lot of people will be like, oh, Source is so cruel. No, not at all. Not at all. Look, you're learning self-worth, and you're learning to expect the highest from others. And it's not even about expectations. It's like you're expecting something from yourself, and therefore you're not settling for less when another person gives it to you. And remembering that, right? Your third eye is being opened. You're seeing the clarity in this situation. So take time and don't let things unfold all crazy fast, because when you start to get caught up in the motion of it, all of a sudden you're going to lose your footing. And that's what Source is saying. Like, this person's so used to making things happen like this that it gets people caught off guard. And so setting those healthy boundaries and saying, whoa, I can't do things this fast, is a whole nother, that's another way that this person's going to really show their true colors. You're being guided, though. This is something that you are being helped with. You're not alone in this, okay? This person, again, coming from places of limitations and fears, they see how far you've come, or they see where you're at. They see the light that you're exuding, and that's the thing. It's like, whoa, hold up, pile two. Like, I want that. I want that for myself. And instead of going and finding it on their own, they're going to do their best to drain it from you. Mercury, messages, travel, communication. I do feel like you're about ready to move away from this situation altogether, okay? That's with Mercury coming out here. It does feel like once you set the boundaries here for yourself in regards to this, and you choose which direction is best for you, you're actually going to be leaving this once you say enough is enough. Yeah, it is going to come in unexpected, right? Again, we have this idea of the lightning, right, with the bull. See if I can pull it out without ruining the stack here. Look at all this lightning here. Right? It's like there's so much going on. It's like this person's going to come in like that, and they're going to expect you to keep pace with them. And it's so important for you to set the pace that's comfortable for you. Right? That's part of your boundaries, setting those solid boundaries. I feel like that wants to be there. Yeah. Retreat or time out, distance, to distance yourself from them, right? To be like, whoa, hold on. This is not what I was expecting, and I don't know what to think of it yet, and it's okay for me to take time. And if this person is getting on to you about it, just remember that, you know what? They'll show their true colors. When you choose to set boundaries, everybody will show their true colors. And then boom, until debt tears us apart. Contracts, career, commitments with Saturn energy here. This is the energy of tough love, right? This is Source bringing you something. It's like to help you learn a very valuable lesson. Like I was saying, I keep getting that maybe you've had the hero complex. You could be a people pleaser, but this really feels like most of you for pile 2 have always had an incessant need to heal other people. Okay, when I say incessant, I mean that it was like your emotional ego would take over the minute you saw a victim. You almost had no control over it for a while. And I feel like that's what you've healed, right? With all this, that's what you've healed. Okay? And so this person is going to be playing on that old wound, right? But they don't realize how far you've come. But this is the end of that, okay? This is you sacrificing that, okay? And Saturn is all about sacrifice. We had Bull sacrifice come out. Storm, unexpected. This is something that will hit you out of the blue. Okay, so hold on to your butts. Let's bring a little Jurassic Park up in here. All right, I'm going to... Oh, I haven't told you. So I have these new tarot cards. They're called the Lover's Tarot. They are very triggering. Okay, these have triggering messages, and they're very honest. I really am glad that I did this in pile 1, and so whatever comes out, just keep in mind if it does trigger you, it's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to show you where maybe you have a blockage within your own emotional self, okay? So just really quick here. Source, can we please have one of these? Yep, thank you. Neglect. It says not paying attention to what's important and decide what's truly worth spending time on. Do not neglect yourself in this situation. Okay, this person is going to want to come in like a wrecking ball and take all the attention from you and focus it on them. That's exactly what they want to do. This person does not want you to pay attention to yourself because that means that you have the ability to say no. So when you have all your attention on them, you neglect yourself. You have to just truly know what it is worth your time. What's worth your time? This person or you? On the bottom of the deck, we have crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew, right? Things do feel like they're falling apart. When things like this come in, look, this house getting struck by lightning, when things like this come in, it does feel like your whole life is falling apart. But really what's happening is it's showing you your strength so that you can open yourself up to this love that's meant to come into your life, okay? So let's check out your talisman card. I'm going to read this from the book. Pile 1's was already so insane and lovely and wonderful. And so I have no doubt that yours will be exactly what's needed for this. And yeah, I'm going to show you the insignia as well. Look, I cannot make this up. Balanced emotions. We're talking about that. Healing your emotional well-being. That is something that has been so strong since the start of this reading. We have what is this? A jellyfish, right? So jellyfish symbolism might mean something to you, but we do have balanced emotions here. Let me open up the book and show you the insignia. You're more than welcome to pause the screen, take a screenshot, draw the insignia, and keep it with you as a reminder. Okay. This should be the first card. Yes, it is. Okay. So here's the insignia. All right, let me get this set up so I can read it. Make sure you can see the card. There we go. It says, jellyfish are graceful creatures that trust the ocean's currents to take them to their destination. Take a moment to evaluate the way you spend your energy. Sometimes we cannot see the grand picture and get caught up in the moment. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. Oh my gosh, this is already so synchronistic. Okay? Exactly what I was saying. This person is going to come in like a wrecking ball and hope you to get caught up in the moment. If we are unable to see the lesson a situation is teaching us, we can get entangled in our emotions and the need for control. Are you holding on too tightly to feelings that don't serve you well? It's easier to see the solution when you feel calmer. Find a peaceful place in your home or outside where you can spend time allowing your emotions to exist without judgment. Take a breath, acknowledge them, and let go of those that no longer support you. Use this card when you need a step back to rebalance your position. Keep your talisman close when you are around triggers that activate you more than usual, whether that's a person, a place, or a memory. Envision the jellyfish's peaceful flow and existence every time you find yourself circling back to a negative feeling. Be mindful not to suppress this energy because it could erupt. Instead, try to observe patiently to find your balance. It says, I am gentle with my feelings. And it's on page 22, right? On page 22 here. So another master number for you. This is absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely a culmination of everything that we talked about here, right? Being careful here. It feels like there's some sort of emotional connection here that you're having a hard time discerning where your emotions end and where theirs begin and vice versa. And remembering that it is okay to say, I need space and time to come back and connect with myself so that I know I'm doing the right thing for myself. And remember, pile 2, you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for, right? So allow yourself that space and time because you do deserve this type of love in your life, but not with somebody who doesn't take you seriously or doesn't take your emotions seriously and plays you like a fiddle, okay? That's not fair to you, and ultimately it's not fair to them because it just perpetuates a system or a situation that they've been allowed to live for their whole life. And when you set boundaries, it puts people who have always been attracted to enablers, it gives them a moment's notice where they're like, oh, hold on. Maybe I can't act like this with everybody, okay? Whether that heals them or not, that's not up to you. But remembering that you do deserve something so much higher vibrational than what this person's coming in with, okay? If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little ocean emoji down below and say, I am balancing out my emotions to let Source know you're calling in that higher energy. Leave me a thumbs up, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this intense message. I'm sending you out a big energetic hug, pile 2. Know that I love you so much. And until next time, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this little rubber ducky, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what's in their heart for you. First and foremost, keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. Knowing that as you like, comment, and subscribe, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box where you will find all the links necessary to send me an email to get a private reading, where I will get you out further information as well as scheduling options. And you can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, where it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. So that being said, we'll go ahead and get into your reading. And first and foremost, with the dice, I am going to go ahead and ask more about this person so we can kind of have an idea of who it is going into the reading, and then we'll find out about their intentions with the tarot, okay? So far, all the readings have been very intense, and I'm excited to see what yours brings, pile 3. So, Source, for pile number 3, what can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 3, Source? What can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 3? What messages can you bring to us? What can you tell us about this person that has something in their heart for pile number 3, Source? Okay, so we have North Node, the 4th house, and Cancer energy. Wow. Okay, so this is someone who wants to build a home with you. And I do feel like with North Node energy coming out here, this is someone who is meant to be on your journey, because this person is very much a homely person. They're very feminine by nature, okay? And that doesn't, whether they're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. This is just someone who really relishes in parental roles. This is someone who likes to have a home to take care of. They like to have a stable home to take care of. Okay, this is someone who really thrives on that togetherness, like having family together for the holidays, right? Type energy here. This is someone who really likes the domestic life and is in touch with their emotions. But more importantly, this is someone who is going to be able to nurture themselves and nurture you the way that they nurture themselves, but they also have those expectations of you being able to nurture yourself as well. Like, they're not just going to be the only one nurturing in the relationship, right? That's not how they are, but when you're open and you're loving and you're kind and you're giving, this is somebody who is very loyal. They're very supportive. They're very compassionate. They do display unconditional love. They're very forgiving. Okay, it's not like to let someone walk all over them. This is someone who they understand human mistakes. Like they understand people are going to make mistakes and that's okay. They're not going to hold that against you. They're not going to hold your past against you. Okay, this is someone who really, when they want a home, they want it to be comfortable. They want it to be safe. They want it to be a place of healing. Like I come home to get away from the outside world. I come home so that I can be connected to who I am. I come home because that's the place that should be above all else, right? We don't go to work to get away from home. We go to work so that we can have a home to have, right? This is someone who is in their very present life. They're living their dream. They're living their journey. They're on the path towards fulfillment. They have learned their soul purpose. They've learned their karmic lessons. This is someone who's healed. That is exactly who this is. This is someone who's healed and they are ready to settle down. Like this might feel like it might move fast, okay? And that's because this person is very ready to settle down. But this is also someone who respects your boundaries. They respect where you're at, okay? They're going to be supportive of you. They're not going to want to move so fast that you feel uncomfortable. They want to move at a comfortable pace together, okay? But let's find out some more here. Source, what can you tell me about what is in this person's heart for pile number 3? Yeah, this person has overcome a lot of darkness. They really do love you. Like, when they feel like they love you so much that it could be toxic. Okay, like they're afraid of that. And they're afraid of coming across that way. They're afraid that you'll end things by them being the way that they are in a love situation. Because this is somebody who's extremely loving. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you identify with masculine or feminine, or if you're non-binary, whatever it is you identify with, okay? It doesn't matter. This is just somebody who's very, very loving, and they've been hurt by how much they've loved in the past. Like, they've been taken advantage of that, and that's something that they're afraid of. That's something that they're afraid that they're going to love you the way that they know how, and they're afraid that you might not want to be with them. Okay, these 2 cards want to come out. I'm going to go like that. It just fell out of the deck, so here we go. Okay, Source, what is in this person's heart for pile number 3? Yeah, okay. So we have these 2. Yeah, this makes so much sense. They want to build a strong friendship with you. But again, there's a lot of anxiety. And this is their own personal anxiety. It's nothing to do with you. Nothing that you did. Okay, that's not what this is. It's literally their own personal anxiety and fears are coming up because of being hurt in the past. Okay, and they love you. They don't deny that they love you. But they're also cautious because they've been through a lot. They've learned how to set emotional boundaries, and that's what they're afraid of. It's like, if I come in and I set these boundaries with pile 3, is pile 3 going to walk away because of that? But they realize that they have to build the strength and confidence to come forward. And they also realize that if they want a love like how they love themselves, it's not going to be conventional love. Okay, it's going to be different than anything that they've ever experienced. And so they're learning how to find balance in that. And strength in that, okay? And that's something that's very much changing for them. And so they're gaining help. This is something that's very divinely guided, okay? This is, it's like you've been manifesting them and they've been manifesting you, okay? Regardless of who this person is. They've been manifesting you and you've been manifesting them. And eventually you guys are going to vibrate together like this and you're going to be the opposites of one another, right? But in a good way. Yeah, this person is self-sabotaged in the past, okay? They're very afraid that they're 2 things. They're afraid they're going to miss an opportunity with you, okay? They realize they have a choice. They can choose to miss this opportunity, or they can choose to live with the anxiety of how they feel and come together, right? Come together right now over me, right? Okay, Beatles, let's get it. But they want to build a friendship with you. And they realize that if they build something with you, they feel like it could be something that's everlasting. Everlasting life. Why is that song coming through here? Okay, well, anyways. That's Jacqueline Velasquez. I think I had that on another video too. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Something like that. Anyways, that's what they're saying. Like, so this is somebody who's very spiritual. That's why it's coming through. I got you. Thank you, Source. Like, made that so clear right now. This is somebody who's very spiritual, and they see you as someone who's their equal. Not as above or below, but somebody that they could grow with and go through the hardships of life with, and have somebody that's there for them, with them, and they could be there for you and with you. But there's this anxiety that's coming through here. My apologies. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully she'll calm down here. Angel. Hold on. I thought I got her, but she hears one of the other dogs barking in the neighborhood, and she feels like she's got to join in chorus, so it's cool. But this person is like, do I come together with them knowing that I'm dealing with this? And this is the way that they'll grow. They realize that there is a benefit in coming together and facing this fear. Because it's only through facing this fear that they'll ever get over it. And running away is something that they've done, right? This is something they've done. And in running away, they've only ever missed very important opportunities in their life. And they realize that they have a choice, okay? They realize that they have a choice in the matter here. And so, like I said, it's like they want to come together, and they're getting guided here. So you might see this person like dealing with their anxiety, and because they've grown so much, when they come and they connect with you, they might deal with that anxiety like very quickly. Like, this is someone who's done a lot of healing, okay? And it might happen like that, and then all of a sudden they're overcoming this anxiety, and now they're like, hey, pile 3, like, let's marry, let's get together, let's have a family, like, and you're like, whoa, hold on, we just started seeing each other, we haven't even made things official yet, like, what's going on? And it's just because they're going to overcome this anxiety really quickly. This person has good intentions, okay? This person has really good intentions. They care about you a lot. It's just that they're dealing with, like, they've been hurt. I feel like this person's been hurt a lot. Like, if you've been hurt a lot, I feel like you can understand that, right? Like, it's interesting because I haven't shuffled, well, I shuffled these after the last, but I haven't shuffled on yours. And it's like on the bottom of the deck, we have the caregiver here with the Queen of Cups. Like, this is it. Like, they're so scared to leave their heart in their hands because they're afraid. What is peeking out here? Because they're afraid. It's like, but they're doing it for the right reasons with the 7 of Coins here, right? We have the 7 of Coins over here. So it's like this person knows that you're the right one. They know that you're the person that's meant to be in their life, but they're scared, right? So, because you give them butterflies, you make them feel good about themselves. But this person's used to self-sabotaging their journey, their life, their love, you know? And it's all because of the fear of being hurt. Let's give this a quick shuffle and see what's going on here. But after all that healing, they realize too that if they don't make a change and take a chance, right, then they're not ever going to be able to experience the type of love that they want in their life. And so what's in their heart for you is that they want to connect with you. It's just right now they're facing, do I come forward despite my fears? Or do I potentially miss an opportunity here? They want a family though. Can you please give us some clarifying cards for this, Source? What else can you tell us about what's in this person's heart for pile 3? Whoa, that is way too many cards. Nope, I'm putting them back. No, that is way too many. You gave a grip. Okay. What's in this person's heart for pile number 3, Source? What can you tell us? Okay. So we have Ace of Swords, fresh meat. That's the truth. This is such a weird card. This is like the only card that I'm kind of like, really? Okay, but fresh meat, right? It's fresh. This is something that's new, right? But the Ace of Swords saying this is the truth. This is a truth coming through that they're realizing that they have to face, okay? They're realizing they're having to deal with, and you're worth it to them. Look, it came back out. Butterflies. You give them butterflies. We have the 4 of Cups here. They want to build emotional stability with you. They want to build a family life with you. And you make them feel good about themselves. Like, they can't get you off their mind. And what do we have here? Look, the Bachelor, which is the Emperor. Yeah, that's just it. Look, that's what I was saying. Like, they're going to get the courage here to come forth and tell you, right? We have 4 and 4, which is 8 here. Okay, you have 7 and 7. So you might see these. We have 4, 4, 4 coming out together here. So these are numbers that you might see, or that this person might see when it's time for them to come towards you. My nose is all of a sudden going crazy. Like, this is somebody who is going to be courageous when they come towards you. But right now, they're just facing a little bit of that internal dilemma, okay? This is someone who could be a boss. This is someone who wants to take care of you. This is someone who wants to buy you a home. This is someone who wants to build an empire with you, all right? They don't want it to be one or the other. They want it to be you two together in this. And they feel like you might hurt them if they were to come forward with their heart in their hands. But again, you're worth it to them. It's almost like, I'm just going to love because I can't help but love pile 3. No. No. Do you see what came out? We have the Bachelor and the Bachelorette with this. I cannot with you, pile 3. That's it. They see you as their equal. Didn't I say that? And then we have both the Emperor and the Empress coming out. You don't get a more like higher vibrational match than that, except for the Pope and the Popess, right? Like, those are very spiritual. But this like physical connection, like, they feel like you're their Empress. They want to build that empire with you. Oh my Lord. Can you all see that? Yeah, okay, good. Make sure that's in the frame. Let me scoot these over a bit. We have the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. This person, they feel like you're worth it. They do. They feel like you're worth whatever it is. They feel like you're worth it. Right? Whatever fear they have, whatever anxiety they have, they feel like you're the reason they can overcome it. And even if you do break their heart, it's okay, because it was worth knowing you. And that's what's in their heart for you. They do want something that's long term. They want to be parents together. They want to have a family together. They want to have a life together. And sometimes that's scary. Right? That can be really scary. Commitment is scary, especially in this day and age. Shoot. When people, they don't know how to commit. They don't know how to be serious about commitment. Right? But this is someone who's very serious about commitment. This is someone who's building their own empire right now by themselves, and they want someone to share it with. Okay, look. We have number 37 on the bottom. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so that you will always consider them. This is how they are right now. They're already considering you. Whether you're a part of their life or not doesn't matter. They're already considering that you are a part of their life. Go lay down. She hears everybody outside and she's like, oh, I got to put in my 2 cents. It's not that she barks so loud. Sometimes she gets a little crazy, though. She's got to say something. Like, now Zoe's doing it. Hold on just a second. Let me... Okay, so we have Eagle Spirit on the bottom with Spirit has your back. Okay, this is something that is being led. I felt that since the beginning. This is something that's being divinely guided. And Source is coming in saying, yep. Yes, sir. Let's get some oracles out here for you. Pile 3. Okay, this one. And it's this one that they want. Okay, thank you. House 4 on the bottom. Cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. This is someone who feels like home to you. This is someone who's going to bring a lot of peace into your life. This is someone who wants a peaceful life. This is someone who's tired of... Whoa, okay, thank you. This is someone who's tired of living the chaos and love and connection. Okay, those 2 want to come out. On the bottom. So I do not feel like I could keep up with your hustle. So instead of being honest, I self-sabotaged, which hurt you as well. And we talked about self-sabotage, right? And so this could be someone who did self-sabotage this connection at an earlier point. They didn't realize how much it affected you. And part of that's because they didn't feel like they were an emperor at the time. And now they are. And now they feel like they can come through. You may have resonated with one of the other piles. That is a similar message from one of the other piles, but this is actually very different energy, okay? But this is just them saying, like, I did self-sabotage. Like, I've done that before. It's something that's not new. And I'm trying to, instead of missing my opportunities, I would rather face my fear. And then we have learning flipping over here with Sacred Ibis. Number 22, master number coming out. That's what they're learning. They're learning to face their fears. They're learning to face that discomfort of that, right? And seeing the beauty. And we have number 20. So we have 222 coming out together. And 2 is all about trusting the process. Beauty and Swan, right? They're beginning to see that they too are an amazing person. They have a lot to offer. Maybe they didn't see that before. And now they're beginning to see that. They're beginning to understand why they feel like you were equals, right? Someone would not feel like you were their equal if they didn't see the truth about themselves, right? There would either be one or the other on a pedestal here. Let's get an angel message here, Source. I want those two. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Let me grab these. All right. So we do have number 58 with Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Like, don't be afraid to take charge on this, right? So if you did come from another pile, then this is a bit of a different energy. All right, that's what I was saying, because the other pile, if you came from it, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to go into it on this, but this is saying take the lead. Like, if they come forward, don't be afraid to instigate a date. Like, oh, hey, I'm glad you came back into my life. Do you want to go get coffee? Do you want to go hang out? Do you want to have what are they, like a FaceTime date or something, you know, like something like that. Don't be afraid to do that. That's something that will make this person feel a little bit more at ease. They're already coming in with a lot of nervousness, right? Like we have House 9, spiritual growth. This is somebody who grows exponentially. All the time they're growing. All the time they're learning. They want someone to learn with, right? What a beautiful energy. We have Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces with surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Yeah, they're about to make a step. This is a change for them, right? They're used to growing spiritually and they know they have to face their discomforts. And so that's something that's going to happen for them. We have Archangel Raphael coming through here. It says, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So what I just said, they're healing. Okay, here you have the angels coming through clarifying that. You both could be healers. You both could be here to heal a rift within the physical realm, which is absolutely beautiful. This feels like a very high vibrational love coming in here. Very spiritual by nature. Okay, yes, we didn't have the Pope and the Popess come out, but that doesn't matter because they see you as their physical counterpart. Okay, that's what they see. Not as their spiritual counterpart, which is a little bit different. They see you as their physical, worldly counterpart that can help become a power couple together, right? Then we have Rosette. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping teaching or parenting children. Again, this idea, they want to be a parent. I cannot make this stuff up. I can't. This is amazing. Oh, let's read this card. Let's see what's coming. Look. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. We have number 38 here, right? So this is telling you your perspective needs to widen in this situation. If they may have hurt you before, don't forget that honesty is essential here. Like if they hurt you, say so. Tell them your truth, because the only way that they can come authentic is if you come authentic, okay? And running away from the fact that they hurt you or running away from how you felt for fear that they might leave is not you being authentic or honest. Speak with love. You don't have to be like rash or anything like that, or rough or abrasive. You just be like, hey, I'm glad you came back into my life, but I need to tell you the last time, like, this is how I felt after everything happened, and be honest about how you felt, Yeah, this came out in another pile too. So weird. Our story doesn't feel like once upon a lifetime. It feels like since the beginning of time. That's what I was saying. This feels like a very spiritual love, right? There's definitely a deeper connection here. It says broken hearts can be mended in time. Broken bloodlines can take generations to heal. So this idea that, maybe they did break your heart, but they're healing generational wounds, right? You're healing generational wounds. Right now, you both are on the journey of healing. And when you come back together, you'll both be healed into such a state where you can now come together very strong and help heal others together, right? You have this, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Healing. Something about the heart chakra is very important here. So you both love from your heart. From the heart chakra, okay? Not just your heart, but just from the heart chakra, which is very profound and powerful. So let's get some of these out. I love the synchronicities already in this reading. What else can you tell us about this? Thank you, Source. Okay. What else would you like to say about this, Source? Rebirth, winter, self-worth, and expectations. These are the things that have been happening. This is why they've been growing spiritually. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have third eye, clarity. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual connection. You both are connected through your third eye. Okay, this is something that's a very profound connection between the two of you. But this was the first card that flipped over, even though this one went flying over there. Okay, we have rebirth, winter. This is what's been happening. The whole reason, if this is someone who ghosted you or someone who came in and left at a time, that reason that they left is because they had to go and find their self-worth. They had to go and find themselves. Okay? And that was a part of their rebirth. Okay, let's check out these and see what they are. Disharmony, triggers, and conflict. This is what would have happened if they had come forward at the beginning. And so right now they're dealing with their own triggers and their own inner conflict and their own disharmony, and that's healing. That's something that's healing for them so they can find stability, harmony, and flow, right? Surrender, this fluidity that's coming through right now. It's only through healing that they've been able to find their own internal balance. They've had to make a decision. When they were dealing with what they were dealing with, they had to decide, do I continue to go down this road and potentially hurt pile 3 even more, or do I say goodbye now knowing it's going to hurt and come back later so that we can be on even ground, and we'll know then. They had to make a difficult decision, and it may not have looked like it to you because you got hurt in the situation, but they had to make a very difficult decision, and showing them compassion for that, because would you have done the same thing, or did you do the same thing at one point in your life, even with them? And there was a rejection, a loss, fragmentation that happened through this connection, right? There was this feeling of like, oh my goodness, this is never going to come back together, but it had to. This had to happen in order for there to be healing, to find that harmony from the disharmony, the triggers, right? So that you could come together through this third eye connection. No longer sabotage. Look, guilt is on here. Sabotage. And under that, past, lack, suffering. This is where the past is, okay? Because it was an unexpected storm between the two of you. And there was resistance, being closed off here, dealing with old contracts, old karmic debts, so that you could learn to nurture compassion for yourself, but that came through distance. Okay, and now there's a message coming about an attraction here. And an apology, I feel like, is coming too. Or they're either you're apologizing to them or they're apologizing to you. You know, and take it as it resonates. It's not, I'm not saying like, oh, you have to or anything like that. Just take it as it resonates. Because sometimes it's not even them apologizing to us. Sometimes we realize that we maybe lost our own selves in the situation. Oh, okay. So I want to talk about these real quick. I have these new cards. They're called the Lover's Tarot. There's no author name on it. I apologize. But these are very honest messages, and they can lean towards triggering. So this is just a warning here for you. If you get triggered easy, it's not meant to hurt you. This is just meant to help you see a situation from a higher place and to work within that emotional trigger within yourself. So we're going to get one of these out for you. Source, can we please have one of these cards for... Thank you. That came out quick. So we have tempted. If you were considering going astray, why not just opt out? It will be better in the long run. Yeah, so not being tempted by other sources right now, not being tempted by other situations, like just remembering to take care of yourself right now. It'll be better for the whole situation, and not being in a position where you are drawn aside because of someone appearing away, even with this person, like not being tempted just to throw all caution to wind and jump in the sack with them type thing, right? This is remembering that you have boundaries and to maintain those boundaries, because when you show those boundaries with this person, they will respect you, okay? We do have distant on the bottom here with so far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. And didn't we have that taking the lead here? So like when they come forward, not being afraid to say, hey, you know, I'm interested in you, you're interested in me, let's go ahead and see where this goes, right? So I'm going to go ahead and see what this card is. This is the Talisman Oracle. I'm going to read this out of the book. I'm going to show you guys the insignia, and you're more than welcome to screenshot it and draw that and keep that with you as a reminder of this reading and as a reminder of whatever this card is talking about as well, okay? So what do we have here? Knowledge. The book and the flowers here. Let's go ahead and see what this says from the book. So this is giving me Akashic Records energy here, right? Like you guys are connected through the Akashic Records. So here is the insignia. Okay, and this card says, let me see if you guys can see it here. There we go, right there. It says, knowledge is a powerful tool that can open the doors to opportunities and freedom. It's an ongoing process to better ourselves and grow. It takes courage and strength to admit when we don't understand something and we need to seek more information. Our doubt is not a final destination. We can turn it into a willingness to grow and to evolve or to change our circumstance. Following this path of learning can bring fulfillment and confidence that there is a solution to every problem. We can detect enthusiasm and hope for a brighter future because we own the power of mastering ourselves. Use this card when you seek educational opportunities, when studying for exams, conducting research, or when you are looking for a breakthrough in an academic field. Imagine the lamp glowing brighter over the book and the pages start turning and the light shines on just about the right paragraph you need. The smell of the fresh bouquet brings a sense of hope and brightens the mood. It says, I seek knowledge. So yeah, this is talking about that, you know, letting go of that. And what was it? I got that from this card over here. Learning. You're seeking and learning and growing. We saw spiritual growth with house 9 coming through here, but also going through the door, right? And we have number 22 here with the sacred ibis, learning with knowledge. And that's exactly what this is talking about. You're opening the door to opportunities. They're opening the door to opportunities with you. It's just been a process because they're letting go of those things that maybe have held them back, the temptations, the rejections, the loss. Okay, but they are going to come into this place of being connected with you. Right? So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a little book emoji if there is one. If not, leave a little pen emoji down below and say, I call in my highest knowledge. Let source know you're calling in this positive energy into your life. Also, leave me a thumbs up down below. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, though, and get on out of here. I want to take a quick moment, though, to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.